Hey, Flimsy Lunch Tray here, and welcome to World of Warships. We are back, continuing on in a series that I actually have not touched in some time, being World of Warships Basics series. So, we've done 7 videos in that series so far. Some were pretty old and not as good mic quality per se, so on and so forth. And today, in continuing on in the basic series, where we look at basic things in the game, where I try to explain and share about them with you, we're going to be looking at inventory. If you are a newer player to the game, you do not get access to the inventory until you have gotten through several access levels. I'm not sure which access level it is, but it comes in the latter half after you have played a good number of battles. But if you have been around, or you're looking forward to what inventory has to hold, or you're wondering how do I get the most out of inventory for myself, then this video is for you. So the way you access or find inventory, if you have it unlocked, is that you click on your name, and then you have this inventory. Sell the items you don't need. So left click will dive into inventory, and we'll see what I have. There are some things that I'm keeping. I'm not selling. Sometimes it might be like the Mark 17 torpedoes on the gearing. These are the long-range torpedoes. Rather than having to purchase them every time I want to use them again, I keep them. Or it might be the F3 torpedoes on the Shimakaze. These are the really fast torpedoes, but they're like only 8 kilometers. Or it could be the stock torpedoes on the Shimakaze. These are the 20-kilometer torpedoes, right? So some things that are here, this is all, so it's showing you everything. So I have to do a lot of scrolling to go through it all I have. But if you're strapped for credits and you need some more, this is a good place to go. Usually the place where I spend most of my time in is the modules. This is where you can be earning a lot of money. So you can actually see that I have several things here besides the torpedoes. I don't want to sell these. But we have some hull stock modules. I don't really keep my stock modules unless there's a specific purpose, like wanting to have the 20-kilometer Shimakaze torpedoes. And so after a while, I just let these accumulate up. When I unlocked or was able to kind of access gain some of these new Dutch cruisers, all I had to do was click on the stock module B because they're already researched, and now I just need to get rid of them and sell them. You can also sort this by ship type and nation, or not compatible with my ships. So I'll tell you how many they found, how many available you have to sell, and the sell price. You can go into upgrades. I don't really ever sell my upgrades. I keep these because I can remount them back on for, at no cost. I don't have to pay the credits. You also have signals. So we have like our really good special signals that help us grind through lines quicker. We also have our economic signals, which you can see we have a good chunk of some. Like we have 606 equal speed Charlie Londons. I don't like to sell the combat signals, but I regularly sell the economic signals, like 561 Papa Papa, 572 Zulu, 553 Zulu Hotel. Yeah, but we keep the combat signals. You go to flags. This just comes up with a list that cannot be sold. So these is flags I've earned thus far in playing the game. And then you can also sell camouflages. There's some camouflages I like to sell and get rid of, and I can kind of show you which ones those are. I can't tell which ones that I do want to sell just from looking at this view. I actually need to go in and look at camouflages, so I like collecting them. So you can see there's probably a good number of ones, and that just means I don't want to use it because I want to keep it, because I'm a collector. I like collecting camouflages. And of course you got your permanent camouflages as well. Those cannot be sold. But hey, it's permanent camouflage. Why would you want to sell anyways? Unless it's really ugly. Okay, so let's just start off with camouflages, and let me show you which camouflages I typically sell. So, sell. English is hard. The longer I'm here in Norway learning Norwegian, it gets hard. Hard to pronounce certain words right. And I want to throw accents on things too. So anyhow, what camouflages, expendable camouflages, do I normally like to sell? Well, I don't like to use these. Any camouflage that costs doubloons to use, I don't like it. I sell it. I will still keep one of the whole collection, but I will not mount these on my ships just because I don't know if you can call me tight, but I don't want to spend gold. I don't want to spend doubloons on expendable camouflages. So you can see I have 3 here, so I can just go in, I can sell 2, keep the 1. You also get these camouflages that you have to pay credits for, which isn't as big of a deal. These 2 aren't as good in the sense of like this one's type 5 camouflage. You get the detectability range by -3% and the dispersion of shells fired by enemies attacking your ship plus 4%. These 2 just break that apart. So this one only has a dispersion of shells fired by enemies attacking your ship. This one has the detectability range by C. And, you know, we can mount that on. We can change colors. I don't think these are the most amazing camouflage colors. But you're only getting 1 instead of best of both worlds. And there's no economic perks with this one. Like, you know, when you go to something like this, it gives us both the detectability range by C, dispersion of shells fired by enemies attacking our ship, and you can see there's a credits bonus, there's an XP, there's a commander XP, so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell 2 of these Type 59, and then we're going to sell, let's say, 15 of the Type 2. So I have to remember that. Type 59, Type 2. So we'll go to inventory. We'll go to camouflages. Now keep a track. This number is going to go up. So 100,000 credits. I can sell 3, but we're only going to sell 2. So I'm going to sell 2 of those. And we keep in mind we were at 18 million. We're going to go up. And now I need to find the Type 2 camouflage, which I thought it'd be at the top there, to be honest. Unless I just totally missed it. Type 3. Close, but no cigar. Type 1, Type 2. So I said I wanted to sell 15 of these. So we can actually just type. So even selling 15, 56,000 credits. You can see these camouflages, I mean, they're pretty worthless, cheap-wise. You don't get much from them. We can say we like even numbers, where it's either on the 20 or ends on a 5. You know, let's just sell 15 more, shall we? So yeah, so now we're up to 18.3 million. Signals. I had accumulated a lot of economic signals, like, and then when I say economic signals, if you're kind of scratching your head, it's these are the ones I like to sell. I had like over 1,000 of this one, like 1,500 of this other one, and I was accumulating a lot. So I actually got a lot of money because I sold a bunch of them all at the same time. But you can see it kind of hovering around above this 500 number. This one's actually a little beneath 500. Another reason why I don't like using economic signals is that it costs doubloons to run them. But if you want to, feel free to run them. It will boost your earnings by a noticeable amount, but I like to hang on to my doubloons because I don't spend much real life money on the game. And I haven't for several months at this point just because of wargaming, but that's for other reasons. So I'm going to zero out all of these to 500, but this one's 491, so we won't be selling any of this one. So we're going to dive back into inventory. And I don't necessarily have to remember the name of these signals just because I have a very high number of them. So it's like all those, that's obviously an economic signal. So if we have 606, we're going to sell 106. So 1.3 million. So now 19.7. Let's find the others. See, 561. We're going to sell 61. 572. We're going to sell 72. 553. We'll sell 53. And I'll tell you why I'm not selling more here in just a moment. 491. I think that's... Did we get them all? Yeah. So the reason why I'm not selling more of these signals, like, you never use these, Flimsy. Why are you selling why do you have 500 still? Why not, you know, sell 450 of them, right? So if we sold 450 of these, that's 5.7 million. Okay. And then, you know, so 5.7 million. Let's see, that gets us over 8, closer to 9 million. 9, we're over 11 million credits, and we still haven't even taken these two into account. The reason why I don't sell, why I've been playing around at keeping them at 500, is because in case there's like a ship I really need or something, that I want to buy later on, and I don't have enough credits just on the account, or just needing credits immediately for something. I don't know. Wargaming's always doing different things within World of Warships. Then I have like these funds for a rainy day. I don't know how to call that. But we have easily over 10, probably close to 12 million credits that I can just get and sell these signals and get roughly 12 million credits. All I have to do is just hop in and sell them here in the inventory. So that's just kind of a rainy day. So then I could put us up over 30 million right now. Modules. These are another ones that I come in and I sell somewhat regularly. I'm actually getting, I think I'm closer to buying the Daring. So we can actually sell several things. So you can see, I don't intend to go back on to the A stock on Jetland because that's a smaller health pool, less maneuverability. And then Lightning, we can sell the A-Hull. So we don't need the A-Hull and the King George. No, because some of these I'm just having to process through a filter, make sure. Don't need to see. So it helps when it's like they say it's a stock module, because most times you don't want the stock module. So it kind of assures you that, like, yeah, this is the actual module I want to sell. So I'm getting all these notifications. So it takes a little bit of time, like you think of it as bookkeeping or something like that. Stock module. King George, it's a gun stock module. Gun stock module. Queen Elizabeth. Oh, I don't need this one either. It's the stock module. So we're gonna get rid of all these except the torpedoes. So you can see it takes time. So you can see now it's getting less and less credits, how much credits we're earning from selling. I think actually we want to hang on those for fun. And I'll probably show you why in a moment. Because that doesn't say stock module. But as we get to the lower tier, you can see the lower the tier we go, and if it's not as a big, fancy module that's just, you know, a propulsion. You saw that one was really low. It's guns. We're not making much money from selling it, but regardless, it is money to be made. Because if you want to buy some of these back, it costs more than what you sold it for. So if, let's say this Mikaze, I'm selling it for 35,000 credits, but let's say it cost me 50,000 credits. to buy it back. So if you want to keep a module, you're just better off keeping it in the long term. That's why we're going to hang on to the Clemson. Cannot be sold. Okay. So the Clemson. So let's check that out. Now notice we're up to 27 million now. Not bad. So let's go to tier 4. I don't think I need to go be specific here. Clemson. I look at the equipment. So yeah, so the stock modules on the Clemson, they have a reload time of 40 seconds and a range of 5 kilometers. The upgraded ones have a reload time of 66 seconds, but they go 5.5 kilometers and they do a little bit more maximum damage. You can see just because of the reload time, they're saying that these torpedoes are actually, they lose a ranking, they go down -1 versus, let's see, we're at 22 and go down to 21 rating. But I like having 40-second reload time on my Clemson torpedoes. At tier 4, you know, maybe there's something comes up, I'm like, oh, actually I want the 5.5, and I'll just switch to these. Doesn't cost anything because I own both of them. I just switch back and forth. It's the same like with like we're talking about Shimakaze. So the stock torpedoes are 20 kilometers. Reload time's a little bit better than the mid-range ones I have mounted. Maximum damage is less than the mid-range ones I have mounted, and their speed is lower. So all in all, it's saying that these torpedoes are better. It's giving a ranking of 73. Here we have a ranking of 67. So these are kind of the meme. These are meme torpedoes per se. If you get into triple division, you and 2 buddies, also in Shimikazes, and just start filling the spawn area with 20-kilometer torpedoes, it's really hilarious. And then we have the Type F3 torpedoes. These are 80-knot torpedoes, mind you, because I think torpedoes, yeah, 80 knots. I'm not sure if I have faster torpedoes. Yeah, then you can go up to 84 knot Shimakaze torpedoes, hitting you like a freight train. So whenever, like, I might run this in co-op, and then I usually always run this in randoms, ranked, so on and so forth. So that's why we keep hang on to some of those modules, and we don't sell them. But just from going in here, I don't. Maybe lately I've probably been doing it once a month where I come in and I sell modules if I'm progressing enough. Other times it might be I actually, instead of just having, like, we had 40 earlier, like I have 50, 60, so I'm going to make even more money. But I tend to let these stockpile, and then when I get close to buying a expensive ship like tier 9, tier 10, I sell them, offload them, and then that bumps up credits. So we were 18 million at the beginning, now we're 27 million. So if we look at Jutland, equipment, let's see, daring. Because I'm in a clan, I also get that's a bonus of being in a clan. The purchase price is also less. Instead of me paying 19.5 million, I'm only going to pay 16.5 million. But it's going to cost me 16.5 million to buy daring. And originally we had 18. So that means I wouldn't have even been able to afford all the upgrades, right? Because I had to mount and put these on. So now I've got even more, so I can afford not only the ship, but I can also will have enough credits to fully kit out the daring when I buy it. So that is that's inventory for you. Pretty straightforward. Not a lot going on there. I don't think I need to say anything else about it. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. If you're still getting the hang of things, you're learning things, or you just had some random thought come to your head and you're curious about when it comes to the inventory. And I'll do my best to answer it. So, on that note, if you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more. If you are subscribed, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. I will continue to grow the community here with you. So until next time, take care.